3. Good evening, and welcome to Context Matters. The date is, let me check the date. The 20th of November, 2025. Big up yourself, David Blake. All of you go watch, what's the name of that show? That's that show. Somebody help me with that show. What's the name of the show? The show is called, help me with the show, David. Go check it out now with Ariana Grande and the other lady, the Marga lady. The Wicked Witch of the West thing. I don't remember what name. David can tell you. Wicked whack. Yeah. Go check it out and check out David Blake in there. Yeah. Big actor now, straight out of Jamaica. Big up yourself. That's what you have to do. You have to big up all of the Jamaica, and then when they find themselves in the big movie, them. You see what I say? Yeah? Because all the world's a stage and thing, so we have to do that. Somebody say you wanted to be an entertainer. Yo, Cleo, that was my dream. I just went double blast. They hating on me. The industry can't take me. So I ain't never made it. You understand? But I got my Screen Actors Guild registration. You understand? I got my ID and my surfer ticket, you know? So I just don't understand why they hating on me. Yeah. So I would say this November 20th. Yo, listen. And today is Context Matters. We're going to talk, we're having our topic because this week was a very interesting one. I'm not going to say I was today a year old, but we're going to have a serious conversation about open versus closed. What are the critical thinking skills that you need to just apply common sense possibly to navigate life, not making it as difficult as it needs to be? For instance, I'm going to tell you, today I was in a parish court. It's not a court that I traverse regularly because, you know, I've gone to the Privy Council and stuff, so it's just a part of graduating. But I appreciate that all levels, persons need representation in all levels. So certainly when you're in Portland, Port Antonio, that parish is, the courthouse is opulent, and they just the mannerisms and everything is a little bit different. I think country life, even circuit, it's a little bit more friendly and less hostile than the Kingston and St. Andrew environment, just for court and law generally. Country hospitality is really the true Jamaican nature. You know, somebody might take this screenshot and then, or take this video and put it on Twitter and them say me at this. But anyway, it's an interesting thing, but just work with me. So I'm in the court and the defendants are coming. Some of them are bipolar, some of them are schizophrenic, some of them are just completely intimidated by being in the space. And then you realize also that we're from a generation where children are raising children. So when it comes to manners, that dash far. So like the Her Honor would say, what are you here for, sir? I just say, yeah, man, I know. And I say, so you know you have a lawyer? Yeah. Even the woman them say, yeah, I have one. Where you do, me I know. And it's almost like just formalities. So formalities is time and place. And I'm sitting in counsel's bench, and I am like right there where the defendants are. And I'm saying good night everybody. Marva Day, Janet Monday, Carmen Robinson, Walking in Divine Purpose. Big up to everybody who has joined on YouTube. I'm bigging up everybody as well who is on the TikTok, and all the listeners on Reggae Global Radio and our syndicate stations that's carrying Context Matters. Because it's a very big show. You understand? It's huge. I promise you, it's huge. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, and one would say that these people are disrespectful, but really what it is, what happens in the courthouse versus what happened, like say, like on the platform X, where there's a lot of low aptitude, low-minded persons. And this is Jamaican X. I don't know how the international X. X have a lot of things on it. You have dark X, porn X, you have rappers X, hip-hop X, X in Europe, XX. The X have every space of its audience. But you have the Jamaican space where is a whole lot of discourtesy, vitriol spitting, and the mouth is filled, complete nastiness. And so when you see the same kind of conduct is brought into a courtroom, which is a more formal space, it's about time and place, and it's about really finding the context, learning the concept of asking questions so that you can rise to the occasion if that is such a thing. I'm gonna start by saying that I could be wrong. Well, let me give you an example. People will sit and listen to you for 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours, and then if they don't get what they want, they cut and paste, and splice to make it sound inappropriate, if at all. Also, they take the context and interpret it as they like. Now, I want to know how somebody who either don't go school or if them graduate getting them degrees by favors and not on merit. These things happen, So when you see them in spaces and you see them on X and them behaving like them is somebody when they're literally I'm not even gonna, let me not go there. But they are the service, they provide services for the ruling class. Let me just say that. They are the bed stools of the ruling class, and they do their bidding. Some of them get payments to be bloggers and vloggers and just gadflies in the internet space. And so when you know them over time, there's a thought that they can put context to any content as it is created and paint a narrative, hoping that cancel culture can get to you. And you have to think about you have to always think about how best to navigate that, especially when persons are trying to suppress your freedom of expression. So when I look at that, and every time somebody says, yeah, when our ladyship says, your court date is going to be February 11th, 2026. Okay, sir? Yeah. Mama, repeat that for me now, because I hear you. And everybody's, oh my God, but sometimes people have never been in a formal setting. I have to just, rather than being upset with them, you just simply say to them, you have to say, Your Honor. If it's circuit, you say, my lady or my lord. And just give them court mannerism, court etiquette, if at all. And this is not about, like, for instance, I've been in this platform and I have contextualized the word dunce and contextualized uneducated. You see, when it comes to NASA business and space and all of that, I'm uneducated. In fact, I'm dunce. I don't know anything about it. I can't tell you how to launch the rocket and go into space and land on the moon and drop the Jamaican flag in my Jamaican reggae boys football gears and just be like, yeah, I don't know how to do that. So I am dunce. So notwithstanding that I graduated from the University of the West Indies with first class honors, if there are things that I don't know about, I'm either dunce in it, fully dunce in it, or I'm uneducated in that. So one has to appreciate where their knowledge begins and where it ends. Forgive one, big up yourself. Having the conversation while at the same time, please appreciate. Please appreciate that if I don't read all your comments. Evening, Maxine Cummins, I see you. And yeah, appreciate that it is important to know what your limits are. Like for instance, there's a lot of persons on X. I'm picking on X because that's where all of the idiots and the dunce people, dunce that lack knowledge in the topics that they participated without knowing the facts, unable to contextualize, use 10 seconds to form judgments and opinions, and spit vitriol by using ad hominem attacks to get across their own personal agendas. They're also sore losers, and they are of the belief that they are influencers, which they're not. And I would have said it. Like, for instance, earlier this week, I was on Noel Phillips' show. This is a young man out of the UK that has a TikTok show. In my capacity as a member of parliament, I'm invited on the show. Here's somebody say, so, and I'm going to also say this. I don't know about any other MP, and they can speak, but you see, in Portland, Eastern, the people that vote for me, them have sense. No dunce vote for me. And again, if you understand the context, do what you are. And I also appreciate that all across Jamaica, I know me set it, the Ministry of Education can give you the actual statistics of where we are on the competence scale, on education scale, on the aptitude scale, as to whether or not our society has an IQ that can rival other Caribbean nations or even the world at large. Certainly in my time and in my era, the duncest person in any school that I went to Stella Maris Preparatory, I went to Meadowbrook High School. Any one of those schools, when you take them up and them migrate and them reach a foreign, they are the ones who end up on the president's list. I don't even know if that is possible in this day and age for some of the schools. I don't know, but what I can say is we still had a Rhodes Scholar, and her parent was a member of a parish council, and the young lady, brilliant, she has the aptitude. And for somebody who would have taught at the University of the West Indies for about 7 years, the children that end up in my criminal law classes, brilliant minds. They are running the parish court all across Jamaica right now. So I go into spaces where there are people, that's right, Fried Rice and Chicken, who was a part of the school challenge quiz team from Titchfield, brilliant, and all of his teammates. And some are gone on to the university, some are gone on to sixth form, some of them are doing what they're doing. So I know for a fact that when you come across people with low aptitude, it can never be offensive to call it out, to say that if you need to elevate. And we must confront the questions, and we must confront the issue. It cannot be that we just allow our brothers and sisters to navigate the whole of Jamaica and not want to better themselves education-wise. You know, when people were in prisons, it's more than 78 people I get to pass the GED whilst in prison. Jamaicans me talking about. When I talk the whole, I don't even have the count for all the people that I help. Jamaicans. And the difference it is when somebody says to you, I'm not the best reader, but I have sense. And of course you have sense. You have sense. That's how you could navigate and be 50, 60 years old and don't know how to read and write. And it's easy, you know. So this week when I was talking, some blogger from the Netherlands says my office is not open, and he's in the Netherlands and he's telling me my office is not open. It wasn't open during the hurricane. How dare you, MP, not have your lights on and the office wide open while Hurricane Melissa going on, a Category 5 hurricane, and say, how dare you, the former MP would be there and her office would be open during the hurricane to ensure that people could come there during the hurricane, and after the hurricane, how come your office don't open? And my office is open on an average 7 days a week. Definitely mandatory 6 days. Yeah, and the staff is paid for that. And my office hours is every Friday. This is a member of parliament that participates in parliament every Tuesday when it's kept, and will do so as long as God bless me and I am alive. I will be showing up to represent the people. Yeah, and ask the pertinent questions that improve their lives, and continue to seek funding privately and through the government. Now, here's the thing. There is a narrative that people think that tribal politics is the type of politics that is going to make Jamaica better. I'm going to tell you, impossible. Tribal politics will cause your children to miss out on law school. It will cause the best and brightest in Jamaica to get where they need to get. It will cause persons who are gifted and talented to lose the opportunity to give their talent and be a part of Jamaica. So let's not forget, I will always raise it. The same dancehall that people have a problem with is the dancehall artists that come to the rescue of Jamaica, because guess what? Government are move slow and very jiggy. Yeah, I'm telling you that. And everything is about photo op and PR, and it's not addressing the realities. Yeah, persons are being deprived of the vicissitudes of life, and people somehow think that this is acceptable. I assure you, it is not. I can assure you, it is not. And more than that, here's something that I want persons to appreciate. In the fullest terms, that we must never people must never ever in life forget that you have to live, and the lived experience, the human experience, is the experience that matters. And so it's one thing to jump up and down in a political year, whether it be local government or it be general elections. And yeah, everybody want their side to win. Me not blame nobody, especially if it's a die-hearted Labour right and your mama and your grandfather would have turned in a them grave. And if it's a die-hearted PNP, Michael Manley, Norman Manley, PNP, PJ Patterson, Portia Simpson, Peter Phillips, Mark Golden, PNP, and how you have to vote. You have to appreciate that when that is over, the government is there to serve you. And the parliament who oversees the government, yeah, as an oversight body, the parliament, the lawmakers and the legislators, they are responsible to ensure that you get your allotment in life. So it is that the constituency of Portland that was heavily put out to the public, that nothing don't do it. And here I was all this time after all of Jamaica said nothing don't do Portland, focus on the West, being attacked on a social media space to say my office is not open. But if nothing don't do it, what's the problem? If nothing don't do nobody, why you not complain say the office not open, knowing say the office is open? Let's think about it. And so when we sit down, we have to dissect, and we have to remove ourselves from the political agendas and look at the real thing. Because I also saw a video floating around where when I asked the caller, can your family members read and write? I do not know. Only you can provide that information to me. For if they can't, they need to, at a minimum, just like, oh, let me tell you this, you don't have to know for read and write. Anywhere you get in the world, you can find KFC. So I don't need to know Chinese. If I go to China, we know how to find the KFC. If me go France, if me go Russia, anywhere, once it dead, I know to find the Colonel. I know. Yeah? And let me give you the irony. If you pay your money for go up a Hope Road, the visa office, yeah, I have an 8 o'clock appointment, and you go there, and the door is not open, I guarantee you say you have a knock, you have to ask questions, and you have to do all what you need to do for try to get the visa so you can come out of Jamaica. Me not ask you if them give if you want to go foreign and then give you an appointment for 11:59. You have to walk through Tivoli, Denham Town, go up through Rima Jungle, you have to go through Tel Aviv. Then when you come round, you come through Nannyville, and then you take the bend and you come down Trafalgar Road, and then when you're done, you go up and you find you go up a Hope Road and start from the very beginning, right at Devon House, and just drive, and then go around the roundabout and you come and let off right off, and you go say, Siki, me have a 11:59 appointment, and although at 8 p.m., me I just go and cancel back until then call me, because then send me for come up here, whether it is open or not. And so, let us talk about open. OPEN. It is a well-known phrase. In fact, when it's a bar, it have neon lights. When it's a pharmacy and an office and anything, when you go buy the sign, it's a red and white sign, or it come in other colors. Sometimes it come with the clock and it goes to go for lunch, all kind of things. So let's just be for real. Once you look and you understand that, then you say, guess what? Here it is now. Even if I can't read it, I see the red and white sign. Like all if I can't read, once I drive and I see the KFC, I know say a KFC that I'm just turning. And that's just the reality. Well, nobody can say that and so. Anybody, if I lie, me I tell, somebody type say I lie, me I tell. If you don't feel say I lie, me I tell, type say I lie, me I tell. But also, no disrespect to Tasties and Juicy Beef and any other place that sell patty. Government business, parliament business, members of parliaments, councillors, parish council, the governance of this country is not a patty shop business. It ought to be afforded the respect that it is given. And any institution that you go to has a reception. So I'm going to tell you the repercussions of any person who is a troublemaker that is attempting to make me look bad, and what happens in the scale of business. I'm just putting context to something. Yes, you can inbox me and I will respond after the show. We are dealing with open and we are dealing with closed right now. Big up yourself, make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares, I see you. Is Buchanan is on. Isaac Buchanan is on. This is Context Matters right now. Right. So here are the implications of when some place is open and the opening hours is 9 to 5. Let's deal with it. And persons must be to work at 8 o'clock to make sure that the office open on time. Just work with me now. If I am running an institution and an organization, which I do, I run a law firm. Yeah, I run an office, a law office, and I run a constituency office. Right? Now, here's what you need to understand. The people who are in charge of the management of the office, your reception and your secretary, yes, and the assistants therein that ensure that they interface with the public are there. There's a big difference when one says your office is not open. Here are the implications of saying the office is not open. It's a complaint that says those who are put in charge to ensure that the office is open to take your questions and your queries, for you to book an appointment and tell you about the systematic operations of the office. Is you are saying to the person, you are saying to me, especially when you come on live. And if I was a little pea brain idiot, I'd just say, oh my God, the office is not open, but I pay people, and I'd put their salaries out there and say, this is what I pay them, and oh my God, I have to change them. And you will come on this thing to say to me that somebody's child is not doing their job at a time when Mega Mart closed in a Montego Bay and 160 people now no work. You're inviting me to take away work from people who work at the office that you said don't open. Because this is not a friend thing, and this is not a party shop and a Bugu Yaga business. It is the people's business. The office is there to serve constituents, whether you're on the voters list or whether you are not, whether you are PNP or whether you are JLP. It serves you. Now a national disaster has taken place, and you have to go there to document between NIS, which is Ministry of Labor and Social Security, yeah, private people, and the MP office. You go there, right? And you go there. No, it's people, the only people, let me tell you something. Disrespect can only come from people of substance. If you cannot take disrespect, is what you take in and what you consider disrespect. So if somebody running off them mouth, I just assume them and air it out. And then if I say that you need Colgate, they're gonna say I'm disrespectful, I'm feisty. But you can't just get up and say you're just styling people and being disrespectful and don't appreciate the level of disrespect that you're coming with, the vitriol, and think that these things are okay. That glass is bad. We need to get one just like that. Next week, we're not gonna see with a glass is just like that. For those who never see it, run it back so them can see it again. Big up yourself. All right, so let me say once again, the disrespect, certainly you can't disrespect me. Yeah, see that? Yeah, Sabolius. Anyway, you have to appreciate that. You are inviting me to tell the young receptionist and the seasoned receptionist and constituency secretary and personal assistants that they are to be fired and removed because they're not keeping the office open. Look how unfair it is to just raise allegations on people who are not before a court and not on trial. And we come on these social media platforms to do political pageantries, right? And when you do that, it is at the expense of somebody. It's somebody child, you know. It's somebody child. And then there's this narrative to say that the people of Portland, look what them pick. And I will say this, go back and look at the election results. The MP that was there, her people vote for her, and my people vote for me. The irony, you know, is the people them that vote for me, we have everybody number and them have mine. And they call me and they show up at the office if they need to, and they bad me up as they like. In fact, I don't know one constituents that don't bad me up and rough me up in Portland. You have to live there to know the culture of Portland. So those who don't live there that have an opinion, like I don't know how you can live in rural St. Andrew or wherever. I don't even know what to call them. I don't know the upper St. Andrew or you live in I don't even know what kind of constituencies are in the other places. I can only speak to the constituency of Portland Eastern that have prideful people. That what I understand is majority of the people of Portland, they're bright, they're intelligent, and the ones who probably can't even read and write, them still have aptitude. So when I hear somebody say the office not open, even when there's a sign that says open, what am I to conclude? So I have to ask the relevant questions, because you learn by asking questions. So when the person says to me, I have good information that your office is not open, and I say, by who? And he says, my family. I have to ask. I said, go back and ask your family member, since it's not first hand information, whether or not they can read or write, so that I can assist you in finding out the best way to ensure that the office is open. Especially when my number is public knowledge. Anybody that wants to get to me, they can, in Portland, they can find that number. I'm the elected official. It's not nepotism and friending put me there. People vote for me. And there's somehow persons, remember, you know, I am not the one that have a court case in court, you know. My results could not have been challenged because it is authentic. Just appreciate that. Just putting that out there. No matter how you want to feel about me, I only speak the facts. But OPEN, yes, Ronice Nicholson, yeah, OPEN. Not ODPEM that switch up every minute, just open. And when it's not open, it's closed. Right? And we can talk about closed too. But I just want, the important thing that I don't want anybody to miss is the aspect of learning by asking questions. You learn best when asking questions. I learned that from Mr. Abrams. I didn't learn that in any other school. Extra lessons I go. And so I come and I think about it and I said, hold on. Now my mother and my father went to great lengths to ensure that all their kids, all their children got the best possible education. And you know, I'm gonna name drop two people, Alicia Bailey and Jackie from Islington. Jackie have children who are doctors and children who are studying. Alicia Bailey, she have her daughter in med school, and many other persons in the constituency, even if them are selling at the market, them have them lawyer and them have them. There's an old lady who I always go look for. Always go look for. I taught her family member, I taught her daughter in school. And she still, even when I beg her and I said, stop going on the market truck, she said, me can't boring up myself, me have to run my business, because when you haul up and foul up, life stop. But she's proud that the generations that followed her are lawyers and doctors. So you think people don't know the meaning and importance of education? And I reject anybody that is upset when anybody calls out somebody for not wanting to increase education. And I can tell you, respect is something earned. And when you don't respect yourself and you feel like you can disrespect me, in what world can anybody on social media get up and say they disrespect you? Let's be for real. And if I do it to you, you're gonna have to go to the organizations and the unions and everything to say I rude to you, because you cannot take my vitriol. And even when I do it in the most British way, learn from the Queen's English, and I put questions to you that are somewhat offensive, but is within the vernacular and vocabulary that is gifted from the Queen's English, it becomes problematic because I don't have to curse one bad word. And I have learned that you should not even quote dancehall when you're representing a dancehall artist, even if you free them from murder, because then they won't want you to be a lawyer. But of course, we'll all love to benefit from it. And for those who say that my parents don't bring me up and raise me up properly, I can tell you something. My parents must not take any blame for any of my conduct. At my age, yeah? At my age, if anybody want to blame my mother and father for my conduct, believe me, may I tell you, if a dirt, stink behavior that. So me see. Oh, big up. And I just put it out there like that. So it's one thing. So you can tell me SYM, it don't mean anything to me. I speak to my mother every day. Even if I don't want to talk to my mother talk to me because my mother loved me. And my condolences to anybody who don't have a mother, but I have one. I don't drop from sky. You understand? And my mother is an erudite, powerful, educated black woman, the Reverend Dr. Joan Borges. How can you size up? How you gonna size up with me in life with a mother like mine? So all if me did worthless. My mother and my father, big youth. Oh God, man. It could never, any one of my siblings blame my parents for any condition in life is in. It could never be because of my parents. You don't believe me? Look at me. Just look at me. 2 times I go to prison. And I'm not member of parliament. I'm a competent attorney at law that have gone all the way to the Privy Council and the CCJ. So much so that when persons make conversations about whether it's the Privy Council or the CCJ, I'm one of few that can say I've been to both. And here's my thought. Judges of the CCJ and the Caribbean jurisprudence, they are closer to the realities and are competent to deal with the local issues in the Caribbean space. Like how you see just the other day we have a disaster, and just this week, it was Monday, that a competent attorney who is the Prime Minister of Barbados was on the ground. So was Antigua, so was Guyana. Don't take it lightly. And not fray, flaw. So why would anybody reject education? Why would anybody reject asking questions that are relevant? Yeah? Not rhetorical, genuine questions to ascertain where you're getting at. And I'm saying, sometimes if you sit back and you follow the history and the trajectory and you keep in the context and you don't always just, people like to accentuate small moments and discard the significance. And that's a part of the narratives that people push. So every time people get an opportunity to curse me and tell me about me being a dirty rasta and hair pan head and me for trim and all of that. And that's what Delilah did to Samson. And I think that peer persons who discuss the hair on my head has fantasies and are attempting to be my bedmate. And you should cease and desist. Because if people want to say, I don't have no brought up, say one thing I can tell you for sure. My mother tell me don't lie with dogs, because you will catch fleas. And so you see me, if you smell like a cat, if you smell like an animal, all when you bathe, I'm not call no name. But me is not the one. Me can tell you that. So you see me, we can sing song, I love my brown skin, I love my blackness, I love my 9 ether hair, I love the fact that I know I'm African. I love say if I never know, when I look down and I bathe, I say, yeah, God, I know where I come from and I know my origin is not a mistake. So I just putting that out there. Nelly, you can't come put no baby lion, I'm gonna block you. Get serious. Anyway, and I say these things. So confidence, Marcus Garvey talk about that. Without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life. And I'm going to say this because I never knew that in 2025 this had to be said. Different institutions and different organizations have different protocols. In the past, and it's not such a long past, where persons would remain political and the benefits that come from government would only go to the voting class of a particular party. That's not happening in Portland. And nobody can allow me to victimize people because they never vote for me. I'm a human rights attorney. We don't have to have the conversation. In life, needs over wants. If you have any form of compassion and empathy in you, right? Anybody, if you have that inside of you, the last thing you think about. I was scrolling the internet, and I think it was Illinois. A woman was pregnant and the lady sent her out and she had to have her baby in the car. If you had any compassion and any empathy when there is an emergency, all nonsense stop. Humanity is over any political agenda. So you think I gonna see your roof blow off and behave like I don't see it and tell you to go to your representative. Your representative can barely represent herself, and I was supposed to go tell you that. No, you can cuss me all you want and diss me all you want. I know what my purpose is. Yeah? And I'm just gonna say it just like that. And I must say this. Anybody that wants to see the work I am doing for accountability, take a bus and go into Portland. Come off of social media. And the fact that you're living in social media, I can tell you, is bus you have to go take. You can't even take a robot taxi. But now ask Christ. But if you're so invested, because I know none of you don't live there, anybody that has to ask what work I am doing in Portland, I know that you don't live there. And you're on this platform today. See, they're walking in divine purpose. She has up my GoFundMe right now. And I raise funds and I do that. Today alone, right in Johnstown Road. Somebody can go there. But me not put up video. Me not put up people, picnic, parents, and show me giving them no food. I will not strip any citizen in Portland, any constituents of them human dignity. If them want to post it, that's on them, but you won't get me to do it. I find it distasteful, crass, like the crassmites who want to see those things. I'm calling them out. But certain things you will never get. Yeah, there's a GoFundMe. It's on the YouTube. We know if you want to do some funding on TikTok, just send the lion them. We know how to deal with that. But outside of that, I'm saying this. You are not my boss. Don't you dare come here asking me for anything. If you want to see it, come to Portland and you open up your eye them and anything else you want to open up and look for yourself. Open up your ears too. Open up your nose so you can smell what go on. Yeah? That may I tell you. And those of you who don't know, JIS, PBC, every Tuesday, Parliament keep. So you can't be out of the loop and then trying to criticize. Which bear that? Hey, what are you doing? Anyway, and I'm doubling down on that. And I'm not here to make friends. I'm simply here to do what I'm supposed to do. Right? Somebody say, what? You are a servant to taxpayers, dirty Rasta. Yeah, but guess what? Even if you think I'm dirty, Dutch Gaza. Let me tell you something right now. I'm going to answer you. You can't walk side of me. So you see, if you're a servant, yeah, of the teacher, just go on and serve and remove yourself from this platform. But dirty Ras. All you don't even have water run through your pipe. Yeah? Drum your beard out and you come and try style me. You're not from Portland. You don't have to address me. You don't have to be on my platform. That's the point I'm making. And so I look at that. And so when I say this now, they can cut it and say, oh, he said to the guy that he paid them to the drum. But and nobody sees that he's calling me a dirty Rasta. Once again. Because even now, that's why I want to go on so. That's why I want to go on so with Buju after Buju sending one of the things. And ready for take him things, but you not style him same way so. Things never change in Jamaica. I know that. That's why I always say this. You see the God I serve? I said, God, I thank you every day that is not me after beg them. I say it all the time. Remember that. Always remember that. And I say that without apology. And that's blessings to my mother and my father and my grandfather, James Samuel Portius. I'm a granny. My two granny them. I'm a police grandfather, Mr. Buchanan. Big up to them. Let me tell you that. Because the generations that follows, look at somebody, look at a Crossmite coming on my internet, my thing, my TikTok, to call me a dirty rasta. Yeah? Shameful, shameful, shameful. Look at that. But I just like to raise it because today I also heard somebody call me, said, I'm a nasty rasta man and I have lice in my head. Yeah? A blogger from the Jamaica Labour Party, and everybody laugh at it. Let's not even go to the ice frat and all the other condescending remarks where if you take it as condescending, because half of them, if you go check who them work for, God he knows what they have to do to get them paid. So I just laugh at it, because I's my own boss. Yeah? They can't style the stylist. Don't even forget that. So I leave it at that. So people in Jamaica, life is so funny because I don't see how everybody wants to run go foreign and have and love to spew derogatory statements, the vitriol that comes from. But I see you all, I see you all because you run off your mouth and then it never fails me. You know how many times I see the photos, even though they have other names, and I walk in court and I see them in the dock. Yeah, every other time, always I try to scam people in them thing. Yeah, man, and all the people them that love Sprat. I'm telling you, this TikTok, all of them, they can check it. All of them that love it. So a man think it's so easy. So we can talk about this every day. It doesn't change anything. Me can tell you that. Me not ask you. So we just gonna leave it like that. I'm not blocking anybody. I just continue with my show. So it's now 5:47 and we're gonna continue with it. Then take the live stream. Yeah. Big up. Yeah, so let us think about this. Ponkos is here. Anyway, listen. When we think about just two simple words, and I said to myself, what is important? I hear somebody said that I'm an idiot lawyer. And I said to myself, you know what that says for every other lawyer in this country if I am an idiot lawyer? Considering I'm the one that went to the Privy Council. I'm just wondering. And so we leave it like that. And then I will tell you this. It is those who are not lawyers that is making that determination. But you see, I have respect for my colleagues because many a times it's my colleagues that tell me, always remember, clients are not your friends. Experience is a teacher of wisdom. Because I can now say to junior attorneys, always remember, clients are not your friends. And I sat in 2025, going into 2026, appreciates many things about that and what that means. So you see, when people have them hand in the lion mouth, them take time, take it out. Spend your time. Yeah, but to be an idiot person, you just have to don't have a brain, and I have a brain. That's the difference. And I'm a self-made individual, anchored on God. If that's being an idiot, then I'll accept that. But when somebody calls me an idiot, do you know what that makes the rest of Jamaica if Isaac Buchanan is an idiot? I want people to think about that, But I do understand. I always say, why are you so obsessed with me? Why are people so obsessed with me? There are so many other Jamaicans in this world. Don't be obsessed with me. I mean, why somebody, for instance, go pick on somebody else. So go pick on Rosalie. I know me one fat. Rosalie fat like me. Me and Rosalie fat. Go pick for Rosalie a little bit and love. No, that's not. It's not jealous. It's not jealous. I've been in spaces where I know it's difficult to see somebody like me and not want to tear them down. I mark all the boxes. I can tell you that. Nelly called me a big back. Boy, I tell you, big back, big back, big back, big back. People mad at me because I eat 7 times a day. Yeah. No, and that's just it. So I do understand. There was a time when Upper St. Andrew people would never call me because they never know that they would have children that end up in court for sexual offenses. So some of these uptown people are raising little rapists that are before the court. Yeah, it's a lot of things that happen. Yeah, but so goes it. The thing about it is I listen and I don't judge. But I think not to get off topic and just to say how important it is um, to speak about why it is important to encourage the people that you know, encourage them to elevate themselves. And there are many a times there are many a times that I would have had to say to even persons who I would have known that, if you take your time and you do a subject a year in 5 years, you'll have 5 subjects. I've since put a charge on persons in my constituency to do 1 subject a year. So at the end of 5 years, when the 5 years is up or 4 years, you will come to the table and say how many subjects you have now and how many do you attempt. And you're not limited to 1, you can do 2. It's not impossible for you to try to do 2 or stuff like that. So these are the things that are so important. And the concept of ensuring that people take education serious, and education is not just the high school type of formal education, but to elevate. If you're a farmer, you must want to learn about the technologies and use of technique to improve the space that you're in. And that's what it is. So the things that people can't take from me is my education. So when an idiot comes and says I'm an idiot because I just think you're an idiot, it goes to show. But I mean, both things can be true at the same time. Of course, I've said context matters. When it comes to the kitchen, I'm an idiot. I can't cook, and I'm probably too dunce to learn how to cook, or maybe too lazy, or maybe at this age I don't need to know how to cook because God has blessed me with the ability to provide food, like going to Miss Barbara or going to the Rodents or Big Youth always cook for me, or those where now call out everywhere coming on them poison me. It's usually the weapon of choice in Portland. I know that Punkos and his family upset with me. God he knows. Anyway, having said that though, look, somebody saying no, KFC is my kitchen. But let's not lose sight of what I'm saying. Somebody said big up Miss Barbara. Of course. So we always have to look at that. But let's talk about closed, because they say when one door closes, another one open. So there also is the concept of resilience, the ability to make something work even when all the doors are closed. And it has something to do with support, because it's not everybody is going to believe in you, And I could tell you a whole story about non-believers. Yeah. But I never let negative vibes put a reach in my spokes and mess up my ride. Yeah. And I don't subscribe to a life that's a lie. I stay true to myself, and I don't let no man on this earth decide. I see, when I was just a child, I was told to hold my head up high and don't let non-believers get me down. Yeah. If you see it in your mind, you can make it if you try. You don't let non-believers get you down. So I know that long time, and I'm quoting Zambo. That's his song, Non-Believers. But really, when I was just a child, then my father and my mother would say me hold my head up. And so when a disaster comes and It's so funny. This is just that we're on 23, about 23 days now from that Melissa hit Jamaica. And I can tell you this, the government response has been slow. And it has been slow because Jamaica mash up. Nobody knows where to start and where to end. And when you tell people, listen, focus on your area. So if I'm not busy taking care of Portland and neglecting Portland because I'm saying Westmoreland is mash up, that's a problem. Remember, I'm the elected representative, so I know what my mandate is. So you can ask my brothers and sisters, and when I say brothers and sisters in Parliament on both sides, if somebody called me and somebody shout me out and say I want to help Westmoreland, I know to send the numbers, whether it be to Dayton or it be to Dwayne, yeah, or it be to Ian. So I know that, and the whole of there, and the same thing, Heather and Perkins, that's Hanover, and when it comes to St. James, depending on where, it's Nikisha, it's Horace, it's Malahoo, and we don't take those things for granted. We understand that it is the people who is to get the assistance. But similarly, while it is when you think I get the calls every day from Ginger House, you get it from Comfort Castle, you get it from Millbank, you get it from Moortown, you get it from Barracks, both Barracks, the one up in Fellowship and the one in Mansion Hill. You get it and reach. Yeah, not to mention the fishing village. And what you also, we haven't even spoken about the farmers and the loss that the farmers have had. And so when government is closing doors by saying nothing not wrong with Portland, and when persons are saying Portland don't need assistance, they don't need help, leave them alone, the reality is now setting in because people are seeing for themselves. And the other day rain fall and if you know how much tarpaulins are for giveaway, they appreciate what is happening, right? No, listen. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. You just worry about what go on in the Netherlands and stop telling me what government say. I know what them say. I know the conversations that I have with the Prime Minister. I talk to the Prime Minister. Know thyself. Anyway, yeah. And so we have to think about that. So when I say the Minister of Agriculture, yes, Portland is ready to big up yourself in a well made boss. I see you. Portland is ready to be the bread basket, the food basket for the rest of Jamaica, given what's happening on the western side of the island. It's not idle talk. And instead of people join the conversation and say, listen, from the rural St. Andrew, come back down to St. Mary, all of Portland, west and east, and St. Thomas, yeah, east and west, and deal with it accordingly to make sure that, because yeah, in St. Thomas, onion production up, and I'm saying, you can ask the Minister of Agriculture, say, listen, potato, sweet potato, run it, increase it. And we speak about poultry farmers, yeah, chicken, fowl, and what needs to be done to make sure that people don't suffer from food insecurity. So then when people are customer say me fat, because I am able to make sure say me consume food. And a lot of people, the only reason why them belly no bigger because they not yam. And so don't assume that because you see somebody don't have any. Somebody says, so why you don't say that in the House of Parliament? Rushing, go and you don't watch Parliament. You don't watch Parliament. May I put it up there? Somebody answer this person. They say, why I don't say what I say in House of Parliament? You see why knowledge is power, but you ask questions. Let me be nice. Roisin Johnson, I did say that in House of Parliament. In fact, I do that in I did that. Everything I said it. I'm only repeating what I said in Parliament. And I don't share any ideas before I say it in Parliament. That is the place. That's why I said time and place for everything. And I follow that slavishly. Yeah? You see, the Constitution, most important document to me. So you see, when I come across human beings that just want to be difficult, I just not going to always assume that they don't know. So I'm gonna answer because this is context matters. I'm not gonna assume that you know, and you learn by asking questions. So I respect that you ask that question. And see somebody says, you know, people must always find things to nitpick at. But you see, when you're oh wow, yes, thank you. I have to take my commercial break now.
That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better you live it your own way. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it straight. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better you live it your own way.
I'm here waiting on Lexi Chow to join. They are foreign still, so I don't know. I gotta see what's gonna happen. Yeah, but in and also follow the page. Wicked for good. Wicked for good. Follow the page. Nelly, stop trolling me out. Tiffany, you laughing at me too? Yeah. Big up Gardeners Travel and Delivery Service. You know it go. Future driver. Samantha, wait there. Anyway, yeah, follow David Blake on TikTok. See there? Maybe if you're in the comments, follow. So you can see the wicked. Yeah. So I was saying now about let me see what somebody's saying. I said we saw on social media where individuals has been disrespectful to the PM and other government officials. What is your take on that? So you see, I will say this every time I see people are being rude and disrespectful to the prime minister. I say you must always respect the office. It's 1 p.m. You know, it's only 1 p.m. Yeah, even on your watch. If you don't believe me, check it. When 1 p.m. come, it depends on the watch. Other than that, it's 1 a.m. Yeah. So how I feel, especially with other politicians. Other politicians disrespect other politicians and time and place. It's all political pageantry and fluff. One thing I can tell you, your prime minister is completely unbothered because anyone on the thing when you can disrespect him, you waste your breath and waste your energy. That was proven from the last election. Kind of like me. You think you're disrespecting me, but I can tell you this with the greatest amount of confidence. You can't stop my shine. So try to put your energies elsewhere and have some respect for your government officials on both sides. They're all out there hard at work. People are trying to find solutions. Don't pay attention to the political pageantry. I'm seriously saying this. And Walking in Divine Purpose says urgent. We need 6 people to donate to the GoFundMe, and this is to assist those who are affected in Eastern Portland. Do what you have to do today. Like I said, we all shout out a big respect to Pure Water, who sent me a whole heap of water because the people them thirsty and them so thirsty that them come to the office and them don't even see the office open because they're thirsty. So we got water, pure water. We'll be delivering those waters and handing them out to ensure that they're okay. No disrespect to anybody who donate water, donated water. You give them to me, we give them out because it's for the people. Blood is running in the streets of the city. There's no love. Oh, mercy, mercy me. Things ain't like it used to be. So much war and we need peace. Honor, peace, and unity for the people. Now, my next guest is Lexi Chang Fang Tao. Lexi is a Chinese person from China. Straight out the Coda Network. So I'm pleased to say because Lexi is she's coordinating the drive, she's ensuring, and I can tell you, it's my friend, but she say, yo, ISAT, the West is broken, and I have to do my thing. You might not see her on CNN because she's pretty, and so because of that, you might be distracted. But we have people in the diaspora, and I always say this. Shout out to the diaspora. If it wasn't for the diaspora, I would not be an MP right now. And that's the type of support that we get. That people fly down and vote if them have to, and them have them families. Just say, look, Punkos, they way in the Netherlands as a part of the diaspora, and them make sure same family can come and get the support. That's the type of diaspora. But she did hold a drive. She raised a lot of stuff. Barilla come with all of the thing them, and I go stand up right there when barrel are open for make sure say them not do Lexi Chow barrel like them do Buju Banton, cause we know say the stove the fit in the barrel and the Starlink them in the barrel and the lights, the cameras, action, body beef, canned beef, all kind of beef, everything. Big up yourself and welcome, Lexi. Did I just add you there? Yeah.
Hi, ISAT. Good to see you.
Yeah, how you doing? How you? Alexi Chow. Sourdough.
I can't manage you, Can't manage you. Ni hao ma.
Ni hao.
Ni hao ma.
All right, you want me call to Ich Ni San Chi Go Rook. And then people on TikTok, you're gonna have to go over to the YouTube Context Matters ISAT Buchanan channel so you can hear Lexi. Yeah, so Lexi, just tell us your yeah.
Let me put my phone
turn up your volume. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
And turn up your volume as best as you can.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, you're looking lovely.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be on your show today. I have been supporting you since you came over to the Coda Network and everything that you've been doing. Congratulations. Everything that you've been doing for Portland. And I just wanted to say to the Caribbean diaspora, thank you so much for supporting Jamaica. Your money, your donations, your goods, your time, your volunteership. If you don't have any of that, it's just spreading the word and getting out on social media. We did a drive in Los Angeles last weekend with Boneyard, Strike Star, the Consulate of Jamaica, and we raised, we literally just put out the flyer and Snoop Dogg was posting it, DJ D Nice. So, Snoop Dogg have like 800 million followers. So we got a really good reaction, and response from it.
All right, tell us. So what we can expect? Any Louis Vuitton, any Adidas, we talking about the clothes. This is LA.
It's really crazy because when we were sorting mind you guys, we're in Hollywood, we're in Los Angeles. When we were sorting the clothes, we saw Prada and Balenciaga and Adidas. I don't say you love the Adidas, but it was for kids. So, sorry.
Them never bring in anything for the fat kids. They love me like a fat kid love cake. 50.
No,
all right, but no, seriously though. I'm just before anybody thinks I beg the clothes and then you hear say the Adidas me have on Alexa did send it. Anyway, but just tell us though, in terms of the response, like have you been to stores, places? I mean, is Jamaica still on the minds of the people in LA right now?
I went to Ace Hardware and I said, sir, I am picking up things for Jamaica. I need whatever you have on clearance. Can you give it away to charities for me? Here is the organization. Here is who I am. And I showed them my Instagram. And let me tell you, that manager in Brentwood, California, gave me so many solar lamps and as much stuff he could, and I filled up my car, and that is going in the barrel.
Love that, love that, love that.
And you know, there's a lot of diaspora here in Los Angeles. I mean, actors, actresses, creatives, and so many people came and they just wanted to help. And they were just bringing so much stuff. And let me tell you, none of them ever pack a barrel in their life, but they were so excited because it's a part of Jamaican culture, and it's a nostalgia that makes you feel like home, that you actually put the goods inside the barrel. Even though you couldn't go to Jamaica, you put the goods in the barrel. So it made them feel good, like they were connected and they were a part of it.
Yeah, there was, you know, no, I'm not going to say there was. There is still today remain what is known as barrel kids. Their parents gone to foreign, they're home with grandma, and me tell you, at Christmas time now, barrel are going to come, and the Jordan sneakers are going to come, and the iPads and all kind of things, and them just look like them come from foreign. All winter coat them get. So it has always been the thing, but one of the things that we don't want, and I'm telling you, people in the West make it. We're tired of cup soup. We don't want Irish Spring. So if we're not gonna send it, we want Dove. Yeah.
Let me tell you, the Los Angeles container is pretty high end and designer. The people that might get Olive Olay, they're getting Dove, they're getting all the influencer skincare. I was like, wait a minute,
yeah, and let me tell you something. Yeah, Jam Caramel said we want pear soap. No, nobody come go on like no one giving an Irish Spring. And we look, somebody said dial. Somehow we want body wash. Yeah.
I mean, we had a bunch of influencers come bring these big boxes of like Fenty and Sephora goods, and I mean, this will make men feel really, really good. I'm really excited about, you know, what we're bringing down, and forget about the toiletries. We get batteries, solar lamps, school supplies. We have feminine care products, Pampers, wipes. We had so much stuff, and it just really, like, you know, when I was taking it all in, I had a moment where I almost started crying because, you know, there was like older generation Jamaicans that moved to California, and they were just like, I have to help my people. And, you know, the bags and the stuff that they were bringing in, and they also brought food, and the Jamaicans knew what type of food we liked too. They never
that's one of the things that I think people don't understand, that even though you even know people will be like, if it's dancehall, they go Shabba Ranks, Ninja Man, Beanie Man, Bounty Killer, Vibes Cartel, Movado at the time, and you know how it goes down. Same thing, JLP, PNP, but when you go foreign, just to see a Jamaican, you don't even care.
Don't care.
None of that. Yeah, you could have come from Rima, come from jungle, whatever. You know, just the genuineness, and people understand that. There's a thing about the diaspora about missing home, and so just to see how they were ready. They are packing barrels. I'm in contact with people that's packing barrels on top of barrels, like yourself. Persons who call me every single day, and much respect to them. I'm running out of space to put the barrels that's coming in and as Christmas come, it makes the drive a lot easier in terms of the distribution in the Portland space. So thank you in advance for all the stuff that you're giving to Portland, and I can tell you, the people of Portland, they appreciate the gesture. I just want to say this also, big up Spice, Vibes Cartel, Bounty Killer, DJ Khaled, Drake, Tyrese, Nikki Z. I'm just talking about all the people that I see. Ramesh, Andre Stevens, who is here. Just people. Kingston Kitchens, World Kitchens. All these people that have come to Jamaica. I don't see everybody, you know, but that on all the foundations and charities that have called me and have made preparations to rebuild houses, donate trailers, all the things that they're doing. And big up to you as well, because I did see when you put up your drive, I saw some of the footage and how successful it was. I heard you had some internal conflict from people who weren't present, but we're going to leave that alone because we won't make anything that is good negative. And
Absolutely.
that is what is important to understand, that at a time like this, when we saw how Jamaica rise up, and Jamaica going through a bad streak,
Yeah.
this is like literally, I don't know what I don't know what it is, but
And
to see, even to hear that Miss Universe doctor is
oh
so
yeah.
beautiful, graceful, elegant. She fell off the stage. I'm hoping that she pops back up, rise like the phoenix, and just win the whole competition.
Yeah.
Just like how you see, I'm supporting the Reggae Boys, because Jamaica don't get nothing easy. So I know, say right now, while people talking about good morning Jamaica, except for the Reggae Boys, I'm supporting them 100% because it's not over till the fat lady sings, and no fat ladies are in football. So I know they're gonna go and they're gonna do the show now. Except Rosalie. Rosalie, don't come for me. That's gangster. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, to interject, I would just
Yeah.
say it's not Jamaica, it's the entire diaspora, Haitian, Trinidadian. Here in America, those people that came to that drive, American, Mexican, Persian, Palestinian, Israeli, everybody came together that day just to drop off stuff and to donate and be a part of it. So
Well, Lexi, I hate to hand it to you. The Caribbean is Jamaica. When you leave the Caribbean and you go to foreign, everybody is Jamaican. We all know this. So I pick that up. I mean, everybody know Rihanna is Jamaican. Everybody know Mia Motley. I mean, I can tell you, Mia was here. The president of Guyana, Antigua. They led a mission. I know Ralph would have been here, but his election is coming up soon, and he's about to be the 7-star general, because he's gonna win. But these are, when it comes to the Caribbean, I mean, we unite no matter what. The Caribbean response to me was amazing. At a time when our prime minister is the president of CARICOM, to see Venezuela, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Vincent, Antigua, Guyana. I mean, Guyana, president of Guyana, 200 roofs he's putting on back. I'm watching about this container house living. I'm gonna just watch.
I'm really interested in that, because the containers, aren't they a little bit disposable as well? Are they sturdy enough to handle weather conditions?
That's why I said I'm watching, because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm anti trailers, because whether you know it or not, the United States have tried to get rid of trailer culture after Katrina and that disaster. They have tried to get rid of the trailer park per se. So to see us now in 2025 saying we want to do this as a temporary solution, knowing that this in temporary for Jamaica is 30, 40, 50, 60 years, We don't want to, anyway, like I said, a response is a response, but the best use of funds, the best use to bring people to normalcy is the Spice approach. I like the fact that Spice says here is a trailer back with brick, cement, nail, and everything that you need to build a one room. And I believe if a concrete structure is put up and is one room and people must get some ambition and just, be resilient and build out on that. And it must be done with structure as well, in terms of zoning and mapping, to ensure that, we build proper neighborhoods.
And
that there's access. Yeah, go ahead.
My question for you is, okay, so we have all this building material. What about the earth underneath? Is it stable? Is it sturdy enough? Is the structural infrastructure, can we build on top of soft soil?
So you are raising really good questions. Right now in Manchester, the water is still rising. some places in Westmoreland.
My family owns Pick a Pepper, so it's sitting right up on that hill, so the water keeps rising a foot a day.
Right. And I don't hear anybody says, hey, let's get some generators and send this out to the sea, which is something that can be done. The irony is that I wonder if when the generators were donated, if it was donated to try to attach pumps to them to pump the water out to the sea. But it is a very interesting thing that you raise. So maybe that's the answer why the Prime Minister said we're going to do the trailers for now. But relocation is a more realistic thing for me.
I think like you know you're building things on top, but what if it just like collapse underground because the earth can't
manage? Well, that's what I said. For me, relocation is the best solution now. And we realize that Jamaica is not as small as people think, population density, but the reality about it is, you see, politicians when they think about it, the first thing they're gonna say is, "Me now move out the whole of my vote of them, so me I just put them in some trailer because local government right around the corner. Next thing we gonna send everybody where they are St. Elizabeth, send them come over to all St. Catherine, and then we don't have enough votes to win to keep the win when the time come, or we can't transport them. So Blessed One, message me, okay? So I think maybe that's the best thing. But in terms of drive, are you doing another drive before you come to Jamaica? Or are you coming to Jamaica?
No, so this is my drive for the year, for the end of the year, and then we're gonna do one in January. So we're gonna do another January for you, and this one is all for you for Portland.
In January?
Yes, January 24th, I think.
It's all for you. If you really want it, it's all for you. All right. I get respect for that. But you in Hollywood. You ask Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart, LL Cool J, 50 Cent. Ask them what's up with that. You see Beyonce?
I you know what? I saw Blue Ivy one day when I was out having lunch. She's I can't believe she just grew up. Like she was like this small and now she's like taller than me. I see people every so often, but not a lot. I think I see more celebrities when I'm in Miami or New York.
Well, you just tell Blue Ivy to tell her mother says she always there Portland. She for send a couple barrel for me.
I will.
The Rock. All right, let me stop. Yeah, but I mean, we definitely want to thank you for the hard work that you're doing, and Coda has integrated into the Jamaican space in such a way that I got a lot of calls. They were really shocked that this Sunday they're having their telethon, their reggae telethon, and Coda wasn't hearing it, and I heard people saying, "Ooh, me now watch it because it's for them on Coda." So you really have created a name for yourself. So big up you.
Thank you. Well, I have been invited on the telethon, so I will be speaking on Sunday. So you can catch me on the.
There you go. See, so you know, say I don't lie. Me I tell them, I text you and say, Lexi Chang Wow is definitely a part of it. Yeah. All right. Somebody said, Isa, that is why the statement says politicians only think about winning elections, but statesmen think about the future. Exactly. So maybe I need to invite my colleagues to be statesmen and stop worrying so much about elections, but rather to really put it to themselves to ensure that at a minimum they will ensure that the people are okay. So continue to share my GoFundMe. It's doing really well so far. Let me see. There are 769 people on the YouTube and 279. What's up with the nines?
I want to say something to all your viewers right now. Is that please, you continue supporting Jamaica, continue supporting the GoFundMe, sacrifice a coffee a day, sacrifice a drink, or just Chipotle or whatever you're eating, sacrifice something every week, because every mickle make a muckle. And
Yeah, big up Christine Thompson. Thompson drop a big $100 a while ago. Big up you. Yeah. Why send the big up? Why send the big up? Let's go, guys. It's 30 minutes left. Y'all can do what you're doing. Shout out to
how
Christine
much money have you
Thompson.
raised since you've been live?
No, I just start talking about it. I spend most of the time talking about open and close, and walking in divine wasn't here today. But I mean, they usually rewatch the show and then they do what they're doing. So I appreciate that. I think I was distracted today. Huh?
How come you and Zambo didn't get invited to perform at the telethon?
Well, as you know, I'm now a member of the People's National Party and stuff like that. So but big up Bob's the same way. We don't watch them things there.
Really forward to seeing you perform with the guitar.
Like say now you're throwing shade at me. You really are throwing shade on me. I mean, you deal with. How you fun?
Listen, people, his guitar is sitting in the corner up here. Don't suck a leg, buddy.
No, don't suck a leg, buddy. We're playing. No, it's my therapy right
and
now.
I have a cold. I have to sign off because I have a cold and I have to go take my medicine. But
all right, so just thanks so much for joining. Big up yourself, and remember, guys, subscribe to Coda and
Coda Network. It's free. Watch your television shows. You can watch Context Matters. You can watch films. We also have live pay-per-view events from time to time, and there's so much more. Support the diaspora. Support Coda Network. Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right, take care.
All right, later.
Yes. Right. So there you have it, guys. Big up to all those who are supporting Jamaica through the Support Jamaica platform, as well as just working with your local member of parliaments, working with the parish councils where necessary, working with your church, your schools, and just making sure that in a perfect world, states would adopt a parish, and in like that's the United States, and Providence in Canada would adopt a parish or a constituency, and just take that approach. And when we take that approach, you'd be surprised to know that, to tell you the truth, persons would definitely kind of appreciate what it is to. Someone said, "Thank you for your great." Yes. Yeah, persons would appreciate the needs as they come. In Westmoreland, Dayton Campbell start an initiative to adopt a family. That is also a very good approach to take. But for me, I just think that when we regulate properly, if you adopt the constituency and you work closely with your member of parliament, with the parish council, with just proper governance in terms of some of the things, and whilst you're doing that, anything from roads to community centers to healthcare centers, clinics, hospitals, and just the constant improvement and upgrading from partnership with diaspora and partnership with people, all of those things would be so important in terms of bringing across or pushing a drive. Those things are of utmost importance when we're thinking about what is happening. Now, I will say this, that my intention is to ensure that I continue to improve the space that is Portland, notwithstanding the unfortunate disaster that was Melissa. And so what that will look like, I'm certainly encouraging the people of Portland in their rebuilding efforts to that way we go concrete as much as we can, where there is these fancy roofs that they have hurricane strap, and we just try to do it properly. And certainly in Portland, that we reject the idea that our sons and daughters would take the container approach. I'm speaking in Portland because of where it is situated. I understand what the urgent need is in the West as a solution, a temporary solution, which is of utmost importance. And when you think about logistics, when you think about urgency, and especially the reality that you can put a trailer on stilts wherever it is, and it can be moved if the ground begins to cave in or sink or there's something like that. It's easier to maneuver, and it's also because it's temporary. You can lift it up with a crane and just move it. But Kayla says, some of we in Portland need food and house. May I highlight it because when I do tell people that, people keep saying that there's nothing wrong with Portland. Where you need food, you know what it is. You come to the office, you bring your ID, especially with the food that is there now and the allocations that you bring your ID. That's the government requirement. I'm raising funds, as you know, to ensure that I can provide food that don't require you to give me your ID and your TRN, because food is a recurring need. We want to be able to make sure that we have it, and I'm working hard at that. Believe me when I tell you that. And so that's something that I am ensuring that I try to do. Definitely, definitely. Right? Mm-hmm. Somebody said Genevieve is working for England and Israel. What? Where? Old boy, your time expire for real. I don't know where that come from. So I said, is it true y'all need ID and TRN for the food? That is the requirement. If it is the government allocation food, it is a requirement that you use your TRN. And I want to say it's a logistic thing because there has to be a way to ensure that if you're going to make sure everybody gets it, I guess the government think the best way to do it is to document it by TRN, so that when that TRN is used, nobody can say it wasn't them because the TRN is UD. That's my thought. I really, really hate it. I find it to be very dehumanizing, but government know best, and since it's them I issue that, the ones I get from private, it's not required, and those go real fast, and it is certain to ensure that we boy, December is gonna be a time where I'm bracing myself for that because it's gonna get worse before it gets better. The light is being restored in Portland, not as fast as we would have wished or hoped for. Plus, there are a little bit of interruptions in terms of low voltage and stuff like that because of the extensive damage across the parish. So we just have to hope for our best. Big up Miss C King, RC King. Appreciate you for your donation. Strength in numbers, each one teach one. Continue in the same manner. People on the YouTube, you do what you have to do. So, what is the citizens whose TRN wash away want to use? Just asking. I'm not the one, boy. I'm not the one that you're supposed to be asking that because that's such a excellent question. Because if I find myself in that disaster, but I see the EOJ has said that you don't have to pay the $2,000 to have your card replaced. In terms of how fast a card will be replaced is a whole nother thing, right? Wild Nation vlogs, we will speak when they when context matter finish, because I'm on YouTube. This is just on, but YouTube is the main thing. YouTube and Reggae Global Radio as it is right now. Yeah, so definitely that is the reality as it is right now, and we are definitely moving as best as we can. Let me see what someone said. People, please don't take government food. We know this government has no care for the people. Well, the thing about it is that the government is definitely not going to bring no harm to the people. And so I wouldn't encourage people not to take the food, because people who need food, you can't tell them a hungry man can come become a hungry man. So that's not something I support. Yes. Da da dee da 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 ma dee da da block. Yeah. Anyway, so much so again, I was dealing with the concept of learning by asking questions. This I'm going to say is very important, that we definitely, in our going out and our coming in, try to promote that people must ask questions, must not be shy in finding out and making inquiries so that their lives can be easier. We must go away from thinking that every time a disaster comes about, it is an opportunity to hustle. We must be prospective, and we must think about a future, so that the next time around, if a hurricane like this should come, that we are in a position to not be as damaged. And what do I mean by that? Well, persons lose zinc and them run and them put it on back. Of course they have to put it on back, but take pictures, document it so those zincs can be replaced. Properly come down to the office. Doesn't matter if you are PNP or GLP or you never vote before. Come and make sure you document it. Make sure you make it known that your structure probably needs to be revisited, so that some of us our living conditions is not the best of conditions. In fact, some of us we can honestly say we're embarrassed by the space that we live in, and we actually need help in improving that space. And once we don't find ourselves in a situation where we feel that way, that we're so embarrassed, we're not going to take on the reality of telling people that we need their assistance. It is only we who suffer in the end when the rain fall, with bed wet up, then we live in there, and then you hear say we're sick, and then somebody get pneumonia and somebody pass away, and it's then we hear say, the place where them live, if you did see the condition, we mustn't be ashamed to say that where we live is not the best place. And we have to speak up for ourselves. And I really believe that government don't have the answer for everything. In fact, Jamaica is a high crime society, so there is an expectation, even by government, that the people are going to find ways and means to survive, which has been the situation. That has been the reality. And yeah, Nelly, even though them never sent a real lion yet, this is good. We need to be our brother's keeper. What that looks like, it means that take care of your neighbors, take care of the citizens of this country, treat the least among us as if they were our family members, and go out and ensure that they are okay. Sometimes sometimes you see people you're going around with care packages and the people want it, but they're not big. You know why? They don't want shame. So we need to get away from that, and really what I am saying to people is that, listen, all if you want to shame me now go deprive you of food and deprive you of water. I mean, me all I try give out Nutribun and Bullock, and no say, listen man, we are trying make sure say everybody gets something. Me Me know the realities, Me know how it is. So you might get food last night or get food from Monday and see that tomorrow, Friday. And God knows if you eat something of substance. And so we don't take them. But let me tell you something. Hunger rough, Worse. If you turn like me and Rosalie, hunger rough. Dogs them have to live. You have to eat. Have to consume. So me don't, when it comes to food security, when it comes to ensuring that, especially when it comes to old people, when it comes to sick people. D. Marie said the worm them now play. And Lexia say, yep. I said you want to get a little wash out. But anyway, I just feel like it's something that we're not supposed to play with, and that is it. When you give into, you give from the heart, and the Bible always tell you. So sometimes you say, even when it comes to all the GoFundMe, just look at it. It's 716 people. If everybody gave $1, that's $716. And imagine if it's $10, every 716 people give. You get an idea of the strength in numbers, because there are kids that they can't appreciate why the parents right now can't feed them, and they go through emotions that they shouldn't even have to experience, much less you as an adult experiencing that and can't take it, but the children have to take it. As in court today, and a woman should barely have the money for come to court, much less a bail son and picnic, and she's going through serious trauma. She is with a man who raped him daughter them. The son them vex and the son want fight, and then it's the son. The son is the one who them lock up, and now him needs psych evaluations because he's bipolar and he hasn't been on his medication, and whether or not they're gonna charge him and put him through that, and he's not a criminal. And how we process, and then on top of that, she's gonna have to find food for a family that is already broken, and much less to get up now, find transportation to bring food for the picnic. That was possibly doing the right thing, but they said the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and that is just the harsh realities of life. And I think about these things, and I stop and I said, on top of that, dysfunction at its highest, and then comes a hurricane for mash up where already didn't mash up internally. Then you wonder if God just a wash out and a flush out everything that is bad. I don't know. But then 37 years apart or 38 years apart or whatever them call it, it may just be climate and have nothing to do. We are in the way rather than this hurricane come and destroy what we were doing. It's kind of like when we're walking around and you see the ants them build them nice nests or the termite them, and then you just come with the fire and you come with the water. Maybe we are some ants and we in somebody's garden, and when God a prune him garden and say, what is this big ant's nest, and just flush it out. I don't know. But it's so it go. Legend, you are a legend, there's a whole movie about you, So that is just a snapshot of what the reality is. And so we look at these things from time to time and just know that we want what is better. We want what is best for Portland. We want what is best for Jamaica, and we definitely we definitely want to ensure that we deal with everybody, treat with people. Barbara Campbell, I appreciate you for your donation. Much appreciated and much respect to you. For those of you who are on the live, continue to do your donations. Like Walking in Divine Purpose says, six more people donate to the GoFundMe before the show done. Make it work. Let's go, guys. Anyway, so I can tell you, Portland is a space that I moved in there. I moved there last year, and let me tell you something, man. They're not easy, but you learn real quick. Their love language. They have a love language, and I realized that people now go cuss you if them not love you. They leave you and make you do your thing. So just look on the internet. When they all who did I get the glory and me get all of the cussing, we'll go and take my cussing because that's the love language of the people. You get the chance, you need to do the work. So you see me I do the work for the people and my constituents, and I'm gonna stand up for them and I'm going to defend them. And yes, Nelly, I have a big back and all of that, we know. But one thing is certain is that I'm not gonna let them down. And working on some major projects that will come to fruition. It will silence the critics. But as we continue to do what we're doing, the GoFundMe is on my Instagram, Lady D. So if you look for the Isaac Buchanan, is it Isaac Buchanan official? Blue tick Isaac Buchanan. And you find the Isaac Buchanan. Yeah, Isaac Buchanan. Just Isaac Buchanan with the blue tick on Instagram. And you'll see the GoFundMe link. You click on it and radam, there you go, just like that. And you will see it. Mr. MP, Mr. Lawyer, Mr. Professor, don't watch those people. Never Paulette Johnson. Believe me when I tell you. I learned not to worry so much about what people say, but more so much about what I do to make sure that the people that have put confidence in me and supported me and voted for me and elected me. No, that's something that we check, Winnie Mead. We check whether it's medication, we check whether it's toiletries, we check whatever it is, whether it's drinks, food, that the food don't expire. And we try to give out non-perishable items. And when we give out flour, we make sure it's a weave no in there. When we give out rice, we make sure it's the rice clean. And it's a good question, that's why I say you learn by asking questions. But we don't just go around trying to just jump and give people things. And we should refrain from even trying when we're donating to give things that's going to expire tomorrow. It's wickedness that you carry the best. Yes, you can do so. Only who have land titles in their names will be located. They have no choice. Well, I don't have that information. You know best. Yes. Thank you, Claudette Daly. And the work don't stop. I continue to work. I must share with you about having multiple professions and ensuring that you balance and the type of team that you have around you. I was telling people earlier about the criticisms about the office not being open. And when those criticisms are made, it also invites, it's almost like somebody inviting you to fire your staff and saying that they're incompetent and not serving the people. But we have to cease and desist and try not to put out false information, because the people you think it's going to harm, it may end up harming somebody else. And so we give out these untruths, as Selector Princess calls it. It affects the lives of other people who depend on the office to be open to earn an income. That is the irony. And we must be able to look at those things and have that appreciation. At some point, one would think that is important, or that is a real thing. But so it is. So I will take this last Big up yourself, Shauna Frith, who just sent a donation and is stuck in the Hampton Roads area in Virginia. Continue to drive safe, pay attention to the road, and don't take anything for granted. We appreciate you. I don't know if it will come in that name, but I did say Barbara A. Campbell, big up yourself. If that is you, then I would have acknowledged your donation. And I mean, looking forward to what next year brings. I will have to think about that. People, those of you who are disappointed in the Reggae Boys, I'm telling you, there's still an opportunity to go to the World Cup. It's just the playoffs were necessary. And I can tell you this, sometimes when you get defeated like this, you have that much more energy. It's because all that happened was that we missed the automatic qualifying. Doesn't mean that we can't go out there. The ball is round, do what we have to do. Come together. If they do appoint Mr. Speed as the coach, Mr. Speed may very well have something to prove, and God will bless him with the frame of mind to make the decisions and do the subs and the placements at the appointed time, observe and not be distracted by behave yourself, Isaac. Not be distracted by things that don't have nothing to do with the football. And oftentimes we give up the pageantry and the all of the celebrity things that's going on sidebar. Like when football match are played, Beyonce do halftime and it becomes a Beyonce Christmas show rather than the actual focus on the sport itself. So in the professional world, people just have to just not be distracted, and so you must have the frame of mind. You know, that is exactly what Oblique Seville have, and why he's the champion right now, not being distracted and finding himself. Debbie Waite, big up yourself. I figure that is who. Big up yourself for the donation. We appreciate you. We appreciate you in the greatest way for your donation. Yes, 724 people on the YouTube, 244 on the TikTok. Big up on yourself. You could be anywhere else, but you chose to be here with me. I hope I would have addressed the situation, because again, a video that was, the timing of the video was short and the whole conversation was not put out on social media. Well, no, that's not true, because I did see the whole thing and the full context was there. And what was important is that the office is open for every single person in Portland. And once you go there and make your complaint, if it's something that I can do, you best believe I will do it. And some requests may be unrealistic, hearing about roads that were never fixed and is not earmarked to be fixed, and trying to explain to people that when you saw the last MP doing roads, it's not one road advocated by her, it's government, central government that do roads. So much so that when you see these roads that are done, unless it come out of my pocket, a government will do the road, and the advocacy is no greater than what was before. You cannot be anchoring your expectations on road, because road is a government obligation. I just need to make that clear to everybody. And for those of you who have much remorse, I say it go. Nothing beat prayer. Nothing in this life. So pray about it. Yeah, so I want to thank everybody for joining me today. I hope that the conversation was fruitful. I hope that the takeaway certainly today. Big up yourself, Anonymous. Big up yourself, Anonymous also. You guys really came through today. Where when it comes to the GoFundMe, I appreciate you. The walking in divine purpose. I want to tell you that everybody, you got numbers. Let me tell you how much persons donated. You requested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persons request to donate, and the 6 of them donated. Walking in divine purpose, they met your goal. I noticed that you said, can we get 3 more persons to donate in 7 minutes? And I think the 3 of them listened to you and they did it. I think 1 more just came in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Well, you owe divine 3 more with 5 minutes left. But big up to everybody who just donated, and there are several of them was anonymous, so we appreciate you, especially anonymous who just dropped a big $200. And them over TikTok now want to send me no lion. Fire. Rosalie, where you there? Send me 2 lion or 2 elephant. Or send yourself. Where you say? Anyway, you see how me love trouble, Nelly. Anyway, yeah, I'm a troublemaker. I don't behave myself. Yeah, see there. So that's what it is. We basically have come down to the end of the show, and I must tell everybody, thank you so much for joining. Jody Cakes, how you doing, Jody? I hear that you're having visitors soon. Kiss my God picnic them for me here. All of them. Birthday coming up with my birthday twin. Tell her I said don't forget. Yeah, so that is that. Again, I want to say thank everybody for joining. This has been Context Matters for November 20th. I'm putting that to rest now. So if people want to continue on the internet talking about that's on them. Because I can tell you right now, you're wasting your energy. Yeah, you're literally wasting your energy. And again, I want to thank Lexi Chong Nong Bao for being my guest today and talking about what she's been doing to raise charity, raise donations for the people of Jamaica. Her focus is really in the West, but she's not leaving out Portland. And I say it go. That's why it's good to have friends, you know. Best friend better than pocket money. Yes, and that me here. But anyway, that's what it is. And I'm saying, you might not see me on the telethon. I'm not going to be performing because I'm not sure where I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? It was a conflict. It was conflicting, but I mean, if y'all request that y'all want me to perform, I will do it because I do it for my country. The country wants me to. You know what I'm saying? Or you can send me messages in my inbox, and if I see 200 messages that want me to do a song, I'll just go live and I'll do the song. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? What I can say, I'm an artist, I'm an MP, I'm a lawyer, I'm a songwriter, playwright, I'm a lecturer. I do all these things. You know what I'm saying? We do it for the love. We don't do it for the hype. You know what I'm saying? Big up Chronics and resilience and them things. But yeah, I hope you guys have a excellent weekend. Thanksgiving is coming up soon. Black Friday follows as well. When it comes to the Black Friday and the technology, you know, my birthday is coming up, the 12th or the 12th. We don't know about done the wall on the money from Portia birthday. My birthday and Portia birthday are the same. The former Prime Minister, the Honorable Portia Simpson Miller, her birthday is on the 12th of December. Mine is as well. And we only take Apple products, okay? We take iPhones, we take laptops, we take Apple MacBooks, and we take Apple computers and iPads. We take AirPods Max and AirPods. Okay, we take AirPen, AirLight, AirTag. Once is a Mac, Apple products. Okay, that's for this year. Next year we'll do the Android, but that I'm just putting it out there. Somebody said my chest high. Tiffany, we're not on Irish Spring soap. You see me? So we just make it know, make you set before December 30th and send me a couple Starlink to so I can get my friend them up in the valley. Starlink where I deal with up in a Portland. You see, me, I'm a friend them, my farmer friend them want Starlink on them farm. I want to feel like I want it before December 12th. Yo, my acting skills up, you know. So only don't bad mind me. Yeah. Let's see if I can thank anybody. Yep. I'll thank one more person. Yo, Divine Purpose. You're walking with Divine. You're on a roll, you know. You're on a roll. We're not telling a lie. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so shout outs to everybody who donated to today. We appreciate you in the greatest amount of way. Yeah, in the greatest way. So that's it. That has been Context Matters for November 20th, 2025. See you guys next week. It will be the last Thursday in November. Blessings. Any questions? No Black Friday for me. Why Friday have to be black? You know what I'm saying? Why? You know what? I'm gonna shop Cyber Mondays. I'm gonna just go into the Adidas store Cyber Monday and get all my birthday things. Just for my birthday for myself, all me purchase is Adidas. So anybody will have an Adidas link and you know me, you just send me Adidas. I'm not for play. All right? Apple products, Adidas, and Starlink. That's for me. What size, you know what? Shoes, 10.5. Clothes, if a me I buy it for, large. If a Rosalie, 7X. I'm a friend. When I beg Pandit, she want him. Why am I taking Santa Rose? You know, say Rosalie are the it girl right now. So when don't go and they can tell her and call her name, you know. But if for me, for my birthday, Adidas and the jacket them and thing, large. If a Rosalie, 7X. Alright? Yeah, so the big up. Don't worry about the shipping. Akiva gonna pay for you for Rosalie. And no duty. Somebody said that. Yo, oh boy, if you can't laugh, what is life in a time like this? But a big up on yourself, and I thank you guys for the laugh. Let me see if I have to tell somebody else thanks before we go. Let me check. It updates strangely enough. So just let me check before we go. Yeah. So that's it. We did. All right, yeah, see there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 persons. The last person, anonymous again. So I still don't know your name, but thanks again. Anonymous. Debbie Waite, Barbara Campbell, Miss R.C. King, Christine Thompson. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you. Nelly with the Lions that don't roar. Big up yourself too. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow on Partner Draw TV. Yeah, well, turn up the thing. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party ain't happening on the west side, so I reach for his sport lane and I turn it up. Designated driver got the keys to the truck, and you know what I'm saying. This is how we do it. Cha la 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 la. Anyway. Later. Somebody need to send me a real lion for that in a big performance that's on a ramp with me. You know? Y'all ain't taking me serious, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, on the big up on yourself, my people. I appreciate it. Yes.
It took some time to understand. Yeah. Just what it takes to be a man. Now it seems each day you learn something to make a better way. Growing up ain't naturally, like the hurt and the pain. It's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it stride. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep it stride. No time, you can make it if you try. No, I heard them say life much better, you live it your own way. But if you need a helping hand, just call on me, I will be your friend. And when it gets hard to face the world with your head screwed on, just tell yourself you can. And that's when you'll understand that the hurt and the pain, it's a part of the game. It's all a part of life, to laugh and to cry. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. You gotta keep on moving on. Don't let no one stand in your way. Gotta keep on pressing on. As we pray for better days, keep it moving. Moving to the next. When they try to bring you down, we gotta take it. Take it to the next level when they come around. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time for living a lie. Gotta keep it moving till you get it right. That's right, it's all in life. Gotta keep your head up and keep your stride. No time to be living a lie. You can make it if you try. Just keep your head up, yeah. Just keep your head up, yeah. Gotta keep your head up, yeah. Cause everything's gonna be alright.
Keep your head up. Keep your head up. Keep your head up.
Cause everything's gonna be alright.